Hello and welcome to the Terra's Kitchen with Pixel's Mom. Today I will be making a new recipe of breakfast sausage. This is going to be coming from the website for the 3ABN recipes. It specializes in vegetarian and vegan recipes. For this you're going to need the following ingredients: 2 cups of water, 5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of honey, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of sage, which I do not have, so I'm going to substitute it with margarine, a half teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 cups of oat, and cooking spray for the cookie sheet. We're going to begin to do our recipe by preheating our oven to 350 degrees. Now once these have all been put together and cooled enough for me to put them on our cookie sheet, they will be baking for approximately 15 minutes. Our first step is to turn our stove top on to about a medium heat and put the 2 cups of water into our pan and just let it heat up. Okay, our water is heated up. It is not quite boiling, but I am going to go and add all of our ingredients except for our oats. And then we're going to let that cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on a low simmer once it does get to a boil. And add our honey. Our spices, and we're going to incorporate this all together and let it come to a simmer. Like I said, about 3 to 4 minutes until it's all incorporated well together. As you can see, our ingredients have all well been incorporated. The sage, the marjoram, everything that we used, the honey, and everything is all coated on the oats. And we're going to let that cook for an additional 3 to 4 more minutes. As I did stress, it is very important to stir this continually and make sure it does not stick. I'm only emphasizing this because it is a very important, crucial part of this recipe. Now you can see that our consistency has thickened immensely and it is ready for us to shut the actual burner off. And we will let it sit for about a minute just to let it cool off just enough for me to use the scoop and get some of our patties formed. You did not want to let this get to the point where it would dry out, so it is at that point where the liquid is all absorbed into the actual oatmeal itself, and it has made a thick consistency. Okay, our mixture has gotten to a nice thick consistent state. All the liquid has completely absorbed into the oats, and it is now time for me to put that on our cookie sheet. I'm going to start by spraying the actual scoop. I don't really have a scoop, so I'm using a measuring cup, and I sprayed that to make sure it comes out a little easier. So we're going to put some on there. Take a spoon, just give it a little pat to make sure it's all flattened out. And then I'm going to put that on my cookie sheet. And then I'm going to continue to do that. And then once I have about 6 to 9 of them on my cookie sheet, I'm going to flatten them out to make a sausage patty out of it. I think we'll just go with 2 on each end to start. So that is basically how we're going to do that. And once these are all put on our cookie sheet, I'll bring them back so you can see what they look like, and then we'll put them in our oven for that 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, I have our first 6 all formed and on our greased with the light spray to put on our cookie sheet, and I'm going to put them in our oven for approximately 15 minutes, and then we will see how they look once they are done. Okay, I took our sausages out about 8 minutes into its cooking time period and flipped them over. As you can see, they actually have a nice golden brown color to them, and they actually do look like a sausage. So let's put them back in there for another 6 to 8 more minutes, and we should see how they are when they're done. Alrighty, it has now been the 15, almost 18 minutes. I did give it a couple minutes longer to get that brownness on the actual sausage themselves. And as you can see, they actually do look like a breakfast sausage. I'm actually really kind of excited to try these. Something I made from scratch, homemade. I do like vegetarian sausages that they have from Gardein, but these actually look much better. So let's give it a try. I'm going to use a little bit of mustard because I tend to like mustard on my sausage. Actually looks like a sausage. It's kind of moist on the inside. A little bit crunchy on the outside. And that's good. So let's see how it came out. A little bit of mustard. It actually tastes really good. I mean, it's not exactly a sausage flavor. I'm not sure what I could have done to make it a little bit different, but it does have that texture and the look as well. All right, I want to thank you so much for joining me today on my video and my channel. I hope y'all give it a like and subscribe if you choose, and share it with your friends and your family. If you give it a try, let me know what you think. And let me know what you would think you would use to give it more of a sausage flavor. Once again, thanks again, and y'all take care now.